All the way up.
All the way up. All right, great. So you guys should be able to hear us, right? What is up, patron? How you doing? How was your week? You staying warm? Like, I know it got super cold here. Like last night was like 9 degrees. It was 17 when I woke up. Too cold for my blood. I might be part lizard though, so.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I get cold anything below 50. If I have to double hoodie it, I'm not going outside. That's it. If there's ice outside, I am not going outside. I was miserable coming to work today and it was just cold.
I just want you to know his cold rant was not even on our list of things to talk about here.
I've been thinking about it. It's been on my mind since yesterday when I heard it was going to be cold. So I hate the cold. Like, hate the cold.
All right, so what's today? Today's Saturday morning. We are trying to knock out our after show. We were supposed to do it yesterday, but
well, I like to space the videos out a little bit. I like to drop the one, like the project video on Friday,
Sunday, Tuesday. Okay,
and
so you guys will get this on Sunday.
Yeah, you guys will see this on Sunday. It's going to be our normal drop is Sunday.
And
that way you're not.
Guess what? One of us was sick again this week.
It was me this time.
So I told you guys I had that stomach bug. What I think it was like the norovirus. And now Garrett caught it. He caught it, let's see.
You guys want some TMI?
No, nobody wants TMI.
All right.
He was kind of sick Tuesday, but it was over the night, Tuesday night, that he started hanging out in the bathroom for 24 hours.
On the pot with a bucket.
Oh, no, that was Tuesday night. That was Wednesday.
That was Wednesday.
Right, Wednesday. So if you've seen Friday's video, when we were doing, I'm going to ask you about that in a minute.
Yeah.
When we were doing the DTF printer and we were dressed in our, what would you call that? Our medical uniforms.
Our nurse's garb.
Yeah. And so Garrett was not feeling well that day.
No, I was not.
But he was holding on. He just wasn't feeling well. But it was overnight that night, Wednesday night, Thursday.
Thursday I was out. That's it. I was just down and out.
He stayed home by himself,
I couldn't go too far from my bed or the bathroom.
So he's never like home alone. But I went on into work. He had to take care of himself. And then
I don't know how I did it. I barely got through.
I ended up staying here till like 7 o'clock, so I didn't even get home early for you.
I didn't even notice. I was usually asleep.
And then he was pretty much better by Friday.
Friday I felt better. I wasn't ready to eat.
Yeah, he couldn't eat. That was yesterday. Couldn't really eat anything, and then he kind of moped around here. So he was here, but he didn't.
But if you notice on the video, there was some voiceover to be done, and it was all Kim.
All me, because he wasn't here. That was the day he was out sick. So, but he's fine now.
I'm feeling better now. Yeah.
But now I'm worried. I did a little research on that norovirus.
We're gonna pass it back and forth.
Yeah. I tried. So when I got home,
a little bit of Nora for you.
When I got home Thursday night to see, he was upstairs on this little like futon or whatever we have in the bedroom, and he was laying on that, and I went over to the foot of it, and I sat down, and I was like, "How you doing?" And he goes, "I'm okay."
He immediately goes, "Oh God, I breathed in your breath."
Yes, it was right. It was right in my mouth. He literally blew that from his mouth to my mouth.
She was at my feet though, and
from
I'm
one
6
end to
foot
the
tall.
other.
So she was at least 7 feet away, and she freaked out.
It went right in my mouth. So,
right in her mouth. So
I was scared to death
for her to get sick.
So that night I still didn't sleep in the bed because I just don't want this. So I slept on the futon. I sprayed it all down, took off everything, all the blankets that you were using over there.
I told her I would sleep on the futon again.
Yeah, but that was right after. That was like 5 minutes after he got in our bed with clean sheets. I put all clean sheets on our bed. He got in the bed and said, it feels so good to lay down in the bed. And then he was like, no, I'll sleep on the futon. I was like, I can't do that.
I've been sleeping sitting up for 24 hours because every time I'd lay down, it immediately like, everything was coming out. Whenever I laid down, everything wanted to come out. So we're playing a little flu tag.
I hope it stops there.
I don't know who's it right now.
We will see. We will see.
Somebody's it.
But the plan, so the DTF printer wasn't the original plan for last week's video. It was our studio makeover. But we didn't have time to work on it. We didn't work, so last weekend we didn't have time to work on it because we did have our first craft show. It wasn't really a craft show, it was the RVA home show.
Yeah, home show.
So half of the building is,
Hot
plumbing,
tubs and windows,
heating and AC, roofers, all that kind of stuff was in half of the building. The other half of the building, they were calling it an indoor farmer's market. So lots of people selling handmade goods and items, but then other vendors that were selling stuff like, I don't know, Norwex and other kind of home businesses, and then we were selling our signs. So we did okay at that. We brought, like 3 wagons, so probably 60 or 70, probably about 70 signs. But we only sold probably 10. Maybe 10 over the weekend.
10, but our main goal was getting the word out and those pamphlets out.
I was handing out workshop brochures. You couldn't walk past me without me flipping a.
You're doing the old card flipper?
Yeah, I was in Vegas. I was doing like this. Here's a. I was handing out. That's kind of how it was. If you even looked at my booth, at my direction of my booth,
you were getting a pamphlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know we offer workshops too? You could come and paint one of these or so. I opened it every time because there's a picture on the inside of the workshop space and of the signs and stuff. And so still, I tried to let them shop first. And then if they were going to buy, then I told them about the workshops. But if they looked like they were about to move on, I just gave them the workshop. Don't leave empty-handed.
You don't want to buy it, you can make it.
That's right, I did. I was like, if you don't want to, I was like, if you ever wanted to make one of these, it's a fun little girls' night. If you want to come and paint one at a workshop space. So anyway, it was useful. We did have some sales, and then we were successful in handing out a bunch of brochures.
And workshops are picking up.
Yeah, well, so Garrett wasn't with me. I had one of the teens with me. Actually, I had Sarah with me. Usually Garrett and Sarah are a pair, and me and Grace are a pair. Grace loves to get out and go to places, but Grace had to stay and do the workshops with Garrett because Grace was the only one that could.
Mayor of Bowtown.
Yes, she was the only one that could make bows, so she stayed here and did bows while Garrett ran the workshops. We did one together Friday night, Saturday afternoon. Garrett ran that one because I was at the thing. It ended at 5. And we had a workshop again at 6. So I was here for the 6 p.m. workshop. And then Sunday at 2, that ended at 4. So then Garrett had to come up there and get me because you had the trailer here.
As soon as that ended, I went up and helped her load back up.
It was like 20 minutes from here. So we were very fortunate that Garrett just had to go up 95 a little bit. Yeah. So that was our first craft show. And then, so back to the video. So I'm making sure I made little notes of things I wanted to talk about. Back to the video. So what did you guys think? If you watched the video, I'm going to need you to leave me a little comment and let me know if our skit was too much.
Was it play acting too much?
So
I enjoyed the play acting.
The reason why we did that is because...
Bless you.
Hope I'm not getting sick. No, I don't feel stuffy. I just sneezed. The reason why we did that is because, again, the DTF wasn't the original idea for the video. It was going to be the studio makeover, but Garrett wasn't feeling well, and ultimately, since then, we've scrapped the studio makeover altogether.
Because I was like, I don't know if people care. You guys care to see us redo a wall?
Please give me a comment on that one too. Do you want to see the studio makeover as a video? And I say yes, and he's saying no.
I'm saying,
I mean, I guess it depends on how much we do, but that's what I told him. I was like, I really want to do it's really just one wall. I mean, it's this wall here, but I want to do it over there, and I want to paint it another color. And we're going to take the like industrial shelving, the wall control shelving down. I don't know where he's going.
Oh, I thought I had those things cut out.
They're over on the blue laser out there.
Oh, is that where I put them?
Yeah. So we are going to take this down and make it a little more, not so much craft room like.
Visually appealing?
Yes.
Just a little
but
more.
But more like, more home decor like, less industrial like.
Less workshop?
Yeah.
More, it looks like our home or something.
Yeah.
So we have some hexagons we're going to put on the wall and some floating shelves and some tables, but with some home decor stuff on there. Instead of paints, glue.
Well, I still was
stuff.
planning to put the paints up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was. I still want it to look like crafty. I still want it to be crafty, but less. Probably less tools on there. I don't know.
The stool is missing down here. There's usually a stool under here that I put my foot on.
It's right behind you.
And I feel like a horse. I keep going to step on it.
There we go. Our foot's on the stool.
Now I'm comfortable.
So anyway, I wanted your thoughts on what you think of the play acting, because once we decided that we were going to make it entertaining, because Garrett said something, all right, how am I going to intro it? Let's talk about the printer being on its last. Just
doing a printer seems a little boring. How do we zhuzh it up?
He goes, let's talk about the fact that it's like a dead printer, and then I don't know.
Oh, then I started watching $6 Million Man clips on YouTube, and I was like, I got it. We're gonna do the $6 million DTF printer. So it's about how much it costs after we ordered all the heads and cables, right?
Well,
close to $6 million.
I don't know. They weren't that expensive. But I will tell you that it still isn't running. We did get the green light, and so we replaced everything correctly, but now the motherboard has a red light on it, and I think I've fried the motherboard too.
It's replaceable.
So I don't know.
I don't know how much that thing costs, but
I don't know 100% yet. I did reach back out to them, the engineers at Poonhot. I messaged them and said, still not. Well, everything works. It acts like it's printing.
Yeah,
it's just not putting.
Print. Yeah, there's no
It's just
ink.
not putting any ink down.
And we even squeezed like cleaning solution through the head to make sure the head was letting stuff pass through, and that seems to be working.
I mean, it could be a bad print head. I mean, physically the print head works, but digitally it's not talking to.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but we're going to continue to work on that.
We're going to reach back out to Frank in China.
They sent us a video. We have something to try today, and then on Monday we may end up staying late on Monday to work with them because they're 13 hours ahead of us.
That's right, yeah.
So when it's 8 p.m.
She fell asleep texting him last night.
I did.
I was a little bit jealous.
He did say, who are you texting? I'm talking to Frank. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit my mic. I forgot I had it on. Oh, I forgot to go back to bartering. Yeah, at the craft show. I did get some Norway. So this lady across from us, the Norwex lady.
Right, are we done with the printer?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm still trying to get the
printer.
Still trying to get the printer up and running. Just going to tell you guys. I don't want to tell everybody who saw the video that it's still not functioning.
We didn't try a test print. We just powered it up and make sure it was good. And
well, even still, I would have thought even a test print. The head moves. I was like, oh, I just got to get the ink through there. No big deal.
It did a nozzle flush or whatever,
yep.
And I was like, oh, well, if it's doing a nozzle flush, we're good to go. We'll see you next week. And then we actually had to print it for. We got an order from the people next door. We actually tried printing for our orders. She is keeping up.
She knows when it's functioning or not. She's watching our videos.
Yeah, she's watching the video. So like the video went up and she's like, it's up. So she emailed us. And then we had to be like, no, still down. I know the video made it look like
I said we did fix it over the week, but we haven't done our first print yet. I'm hoping we can get it up over the weekend. And then when I talk to Frank now, I'm not so sure. Might have to send me something else. So we will see. And then back to bartering. Back to bartering. So,
back to bartering. Kim loves to barter.
Yeah.
Did this come from a barter, or you just buy this?
Oh, so one of the things I really wanted to show you guys, which I left in the car, my other car, we didn't bring that car today, was a 3D printer. So there was a guy.
It's not in the car. It's a fox, a 3D printed fox with all the movable joints and the tail and everything printed just like that.
He did some, this guy, well, it's
like
his
17.
son. The son is actually his business, and then the parents, you know, were there to support
out,
him,
yeah.
but basically driving him there and helping him set up. But he started with one 3D printer. He now has 17 3D printers, and they go around to the craft shows. He has these awesome dragons and the little fox and
This fidget spinner thing.
Yes, that's a fidget spinner.
With like
was
nested half spheres in it. It's pretty cool.
So while I still see nothing useful coming out of the DTF printer, I did think it was cool. And I am anxious to get, you know, we had one of the viewers send us he offered to send us a 3D printer still in the box. So I'm really anxious. That's actually not scheduled until March, but I'm really anxious to get that up and running.
Yeah.
I want to try it. I'm also going to see if I can find a vendor to send us one and do a video on, you know, kind of get one for free, see if I could get one for free.
Try to get one for free.
And
I'm always
so-
down for free stuff.
Well, and then what I thought we could maybe make with it is accents, some little cool accents, because the filament.
Yeah, this filament is like,
Yeah, get over there closer.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's like changes color in the sun based on how you're looking at it or the light. I don't know, it's very rainbow-esque. It's very cool. And he had a bunch of different colors like this, like
Yeah, so this
flip-flop type
one,
of colors.
this one was the pink and blue. So I got this one because I wanted to show him that there were different colored filaments. The fox is actually pink and orange.
Yeah, it's like pink and orange. Very cool.
Yeah, and so I was just really impressed with the stuff that they had to offer, and I was like, all right, now you've inspired me. While I might not be able to make anything useful out of the 3D printer, maybe I can make something and add accents to our door rounds that would be cool. So anyway, so I really liked those guys, and maybe I need to go get the card so I can give you their names.
It's a little or mini. Crap.
I can go
Almost
get
had
it.
It's like mini foundry.
I'm gonna tell you, it's right on my desk in the
3D
other,
mini
right in the other
foundry.
room. I'm gonna go grab it.
I'll go
You
grab
can
it.
talk about. No, you don't even know what you're looking for.
I do. I grabbed one of his cards too. It was in my pocket until today.
Let's just see if he shows up with it, because I'm willing to wager that he's gonna come back and say, I can't find it. I thought it was right on my desk, which it's not, because he didn't have the card. I do, and it's on my desk, and he doesn't even know which card. There's like a stack of cards there. He doesn't know which one's theirs. We will see.
That was pretty close.
I might have lost.
It's the Mini Foundry, custom 3D prints.
Yep.
TheMiniFoundry.com.
Yep, Foundry, FOUNDRY.com. So just a little shout out, because I really like their products. They were really cool.
And I like to see a kid doing the hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his business. He sets and manages the printers and babysits the printers. The Fox that we had takes about 5 to 6 hours, but the dragons, the large dragons that they had,
Like 24 hours or something, right?
was a 24-hour print. And then he said it's so finicky, they get clogged. The whole time, all I could
said,
think was DTF printer.
Don't use glitter. He said glitter will clog it every time.
Yep,
Yeah.
and he was like, it gets clogged, it stops printing, you know, you just have to babysit them. And he said probably 25% of the stuff that we do doesn't actually make it because it fails. So I was like, yep,
DTF.
that guy right behind me, this DTF printer right behind me.
It's finicky.
All right, so the last thing I was going to tell you is where we're going to be for our next craft shows. So we are really starting, we have our first brewery show on Wednesday, February 8th, and then the next real craft show is going to be it's the Gilmore show. We're going to be in Columbia, South Carolina, and then
The
we're going to be
Kakalakis.
in the RVA. It's the what is
Man,
that one
Columbia
called?
is like 6 hours away for us. That's our
RV
furthest show yet.
Yeah, it will be the furthest show for us. The
It's going to be out there.
Craftsman's Classic, the Craftsman's Spring Classic in Richmond.
Oh, that's...
That's the next weekend.
I've been going to the
3:10.
Craftsman Classic for like, I don't know, 25 years.
And then April 1st, so we're back to back. We are starting to really produce some
back
stuff.
to back.
April 1st is Fredericksburg, and then April 23rd. So these are all like 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Well, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks.
And we're gonna need to come in like 8 wagons deep on each of these.
Well, I don't know. The spring stuff is a little lighter than Christmas, so maybe like 6 wagons is what I'm thinking. But the Virginia Beach Spring Market. So we really enjoyed that Virginia Beach stay.
I did.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. So
I've had fun at all of them, actually.
I know.
Like,
We love doing them. I hope
love doing
if you
them.
guys travel and do your craft shows, tell us about it because we enjoy doing them.
I love going to the shows. I love going to the new towns. I love hanging out at the show. I love meeting the new people. I love trying the new local cuisines. Nothing I don't like about it except the long trip. I mean, like 6 hours. But I mean, that's not even bad. A little book on tape. We usually play a little movie or something on the iPad.
I try not to let him watch it, but he can listen.
I listen.
What happened? What happened? What happened? I do.
My imagination runs wild.
I'll show him real quick, and then I put it back to me.
Wait, back that up. I need to see what happened there.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Or I'll narrate a little
She
bit.
does a lot of narrating. He just walked into an empty room.
Yeah. He's looking around. I'm pretty sure he's under the bed. Hold on.
Cruise control.
So that's how we watch movies. We travel. All right, that's everything I had.
I love the surround sound in the car, though. Like,
Yeah.
It's very cool watching the shows in the car because you're just surrounded. Like when an explosion or something happens.
It'll do the speakers too. It'll go left and right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that's about it, right? What's this week's video? Do you know? Oh, hey, Test Cut Tuesday this week.
Yes,
Look,
he's
man,
very excited.
Yeah, because I hated Test Cut Tuesdays because that was a lot on me. But now, like, I miss Test Cut Tuesday. I miss talking to you guys. I miss, like, the interaction and catching up and the comments. So I don't know how long what's happening around the shop will be around. 'Cause I like hanging out with you guys.
He said already, just 2 weeks ago. I miss Test Cut Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Or last week. I guess it was maybe sometime last week. And then I was like,
we get everybody on, like Jason and Helen and everybody is on, and it's just like, those are my peeps. And I miss you guys. So what's happening around the shop maybe once a month, or I don't know. If I don't have, I don't know. I don't know yet.
I'll let him figure it out. This was his deal. He was getting really stressed about it.
I was stressed out about trying to get new designs every week.
But we got a bunch piled up, so, well, we're about to release them
I'm about to release them.
I know we keep telling you guys that, but I think he's getting there.
I wanted to make sure everything worked this time because the last one I released before it was actually tested, some guy came at me and was like, you got extra nodes, you got score lines over cut lines.
They're double cut.
Mike. You got double cut? No, there was no double cuts.
No, there was no double cuts.
No double cuts now. No double cuts around here.
But it's not like you haven't double cut.
He came at me and he's like, before I leave a review, I'll let you fix my issue.
Yeah.
So that was one of the ones that I released before I did like a test cut and actually tried to put it together myself. So I don't want to do that anymore. So I just got everything test cut Friday. So I think I got about 8 designs to release to you guys. I'll probably do that.
And we're going to go ahead and get them all out because
I'll just do it on Tuesday. When
things are slow. We're going to just start rolling out new product, TikToks, YouTube stories,
YouTube
Facebook
stories and
Reels.
shorts.
We're really just trying to get that stuff out there.
Let us know how Tanner's doing. I think Tanner's doing awesome for, only a month of editing. And his latest TikTok impressed me.
He did the gnome TikTok. So if you haven't been out there, or maybe you haven't seen our little TikToks, he just did the gnome TikTok, and I thought he did a really good job. It was interesting, different than what we've done before. He edited it, and you can see it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Music was a little...
I see you getting choked up. Are you proud?
Proud of my boy. That's my baby boy.
He's very proud of him.
Yeah, I am
too. He's doing a great job.
How easily he'd be able to slip in. He went from running all the lasers and all of our shipping to literally, now today you're an editor.
And he's like, all right, what are we doing? Let's do it.
I was like, here's how you import files. I gave him like a quick 2-hour, this is how you do it. And then now and then he'll come to me with problems, but otherwise, he's been releasing all of our videos and stuff for us. I haven't had to touch a video or a TikTok in a month, so
Well,
that's
he was
all
sick.
Tanner.
A couple weeks ago, he was sick. So
He
Garrett
was
had
sick,
to
so I
edit.
did have to step in. But
So,
he
and
got
you know what? I think he had the same thing we did, right?
Oh, yeah.
It is rolling through, man.
How's the sound doing? He fixed our audio, so our sound is sounding better to me, I thought.
Well, that's because we have a mic here, we have a mic
Yeah,
there,
he was-
we have a mic there, we've got lavalier mics, we got
Yeah.
72 mics on us, so something
Because he's like,
is going to pick up sound.
he's like, here's the problem. You always have a mic fail, so let's build in some redundancy and have at least 2 mics running at all times.
Yeah,
And I
there's
was
one
like,
up there. Right now, we're just using lavalier mics.
so,
He's
yeah,
not here.
He's changed. Yeah, he's changed our audio setup. He's
I
changed.
hope my hair isn't hitting this thing.
What?
Well, I hope I keep hitting my mic because it's way up here, like tucked into my chin.
That's another good thing. He yells at us when we get too loud, or when we touch our mics,
Or when we say the same thing again and
Yeah.
again and again.
He's like, I don't want to hear chunk of change anymore. And what was the one you were saying that he's like, you can't say that anymore? I forget.
I don't remember what I was saying. Chunk of change is what I remember.
Chunk of
'cause it's
change is the
hilarious.
big one, yeah. He's like, please, I can't hear chunk of change one more time.
Or, no, there was one more in there that you
Yeah,
said.
there's
It's
another
he said chunk of change or something. Anyway,
I don't remember.
doesn't matter.
I'm probably going to say it, or I probably said it at
Yeah,
some
he's
point in
probably
this
already,
video.
you probably already
Yeah.
said it, yeah.
Yeah, he's home. It's Saturday. He's got the day off. So we're just winging it ourselves.
All right, go ahead and wrap this thing up. We tried to wrap it up 10 times.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
I'm supposed to be filming a TikTok right about now, so we're about out of time. And we will see you on Tuesday for Test Cut Tuesday. I mean, I'm excited. I better see everybody there. I better see everybody there, because I'm stoked. You should be stoked. That's how it works. If I'm stoked, everybody needs to be stoked.
Yeah, that's
Because
what I say all the time.
I'm always grumpy. Always grumpy. All right, for real. We are out of time. I got stuff to do. We got the 2 girls waiting on us to go paint some signs that they're the test cuts.
Yeah.
We're going to do some finished versions of the test cuts, put them together, make sure they're good to go. We'll release everything on Tuesday. So we'll do 2 test cuts on Tuesday, but I think I'll release about 8 files on Tuesday. So, yeah. Looks good. All right, everybody, we'll see you on Tuesday. And if we don't see you on Tuesday, we'll definitely see you on Friday.